We all know what income tax return is, and most of us are aware of ITR1. Until last year, the Central Board of Direct Taxes, in short CBDT, used to release income tax forms in Excel and Java formats. But this year we have offline utilities only in JSON format. Hello and welcome. Today let's talk about ITR1. The last date to file ITR1 is 31st December 2021. We hardly have about 25 days and I think it is high time that you file your ITR1 now if you haven't filed it yet. Now let's talk about today's topic. First we will see who can use ITR1. Individuals who are resident but not ordinarily resident, whose total income for assessment year 21-22 is up to 50 lakhs, and those who are having income from salary or pension or one house property or interest or family pension. Then who cannot use ITR1? I know this is a big one. You may pause the video if you wish to go through the list. First we have to download the offline utility. Alternatively, you may fill the form directly on the income tax portal, but we know sometimes the e-filing portal is not that responsive, so I prefer to download the offline utility, fill the form and upload the file on the IT portal so that I don't end up losing any data while filling the form online. Process is same for online or offline filing. Of late, most of the data in ITR1 is pre-filled using the annual information statement, in short AIS, using information available from Form 16 issued by employers or Form 16A aka TDS certificate issued by others like banks for interest income, etc. So next we will see how to pre-fill this data. Then we basically have to validate this pre-filled data, that is check if it's correct, make required corrections, add if anything is missing and pay tax if any. The last step is to upload the file and verify ITR1. So let's begin. Navigate to income tax portal, click on downloads, select assessment year 2021-22. Click on utility to download offline utility. If you are a MacBook user, click on utility for Mac and download the offline utility. Once you download, install the utility. Open the ITD e-filing utility. Click on continue. Select the tab pre-filled data. Select download pre-filled data and click on continue. Enter your PAN, select assessment year and click on proceed. Click on continue. Confirm secure access message by ticking the checkbox. Enter the password and click on continue. Click on file return. Select individual and click on continue. Select ITR1 and click on proceed with ITR1. Click on let's get started. Select the appropriate reason. Here I have selected taxable income is more than basic exemption limit and click on continue. Click on OK. Now we have pre-filled the data. In the profile section, you can see your name, PAN, date of birth, Aadhaar number, etc. Scroll down and select nature of employment. Here I have selected others. In the filing section, select filled under section 139(1). If you have opted for new tax regime, select yes. If you would like to know more about new tax regime, you may consider watching my earlier video, the link in the top right corner. Here I have selected no. Scroll down and select the bank account for refund. If you would like to add a bank account, you can click on add another and add the bank account and click on confirm. We have now completed validation of personal information. Let's now move to the next field, gross total income. If you have earned allowances like travel, tour, uniform allowance, etc., select yes in the first box and enter the amount exempt. You may get this information from your Form 16. If you have earned allowances like children education allowance, children hostel allowance, etc., select yes and enter the amount exempt. Scroll down. If you are in receipt of house rent allowance, select yes and enter the amount exempt. Similarly, if you have received LTC, select yes and enter the amount exempt. If you are eligible to claim any other exemption from salary income, select yes and enter the amount exempt and click on continue. This will navigate you to income source details. The data for this is pre-filled from Form 16 or Annual Information Statement. If you would like to know what is Annual Information Statement, watch my earlier video. I'll leave the link above. Verify your income source details. If you have any income from house property, you may enter the relevant information under this section. Under income from other sources, let us add interest income from SB accounts. For this, click on add another. Select yes and enter the interest income from all the savings bank accounts that you hold. If you have any interest income from say FD in bank or post office, this information would be automatically filled. If you have any other income, select yes and enter the income and click on continue. If you have any exempt income, click on add details and add the appropriate income and click on confirm. With this, we have now completed validation of gross total income. Next, let's move to total deductions. If you are eligible to claim any deduction for donation paid, select yes and enter the amount. Scroll down. Your ATC deductions are pre-filled. Check if it is correct and select yes if you agree with it. If your employer has contributed to NPS, it would appear below that under section 80CCD2. Select yes if it is okay. If you have paid any Mediclaim insurance, select yes and enter the Mediclaim insurance premium that you have paid. If you have availed any education loan and paid interest on such loan, then you can select yes and enter the interest that you have paid during the year. If you are eligible to claim any other deduction, tick the checkbox and enter the amount here. For example, if you have earned interest income on your savings bank account, then you can claim deduction under section 80TTA up to 10,000 rupees. Ensure that you have claimed this deduction and click on continue. Verify your deductions. If you have made any donation to certain charitable institutions or other funds, you can click on add ATG in the top right corner and enter the relevant information. Check if the total deductions are correct. Click on confirm. Now total deductions validation is complete. Let's move to the next section, tax paid. Here first we can see details of TDS on salary. Check if this is matching with your Form 16. Next is TDS on income other than salary. For example, TDS on interest on say FD etc. If TDS is on account of interest income on FD, then check whether this matches with the Form 16A issued by the bank. In the last section, you can see details of advance tax or self-assessment tax payments that you have made. Click confirm. Now tax paid validation is also over. Let's move to the last section, total tax liability. Verify your tax liability. Interest and late fee, if any payable, would appear here. Total tax including fee and interest is displayed in the last section. Click on confirm. We have now completed validation. Click on proceed. If there is any short payment of tax, you are required to make payment of tax now. If you would like to print or download this tax summary, you may do so by selecting the appropriate options. Scroll down and select Pay Now. Click on Continue. This will navigate you to the portal where you can make payment of your tax online. Click on Proceed. Under Tax Applicable section, select Income Tax Other Than Companies. Type of payment is Self-Assessment Tax. Select Mode of Payment, Net Banking or Debit Card. Enter your PAN. Select Assessment Year, which is 2021-22 in this case. Fill up the mandatory fields. Enter CAPTCHA and click on Proceed. This will navigate you to your net banking portal if you have selected net banking option. Log in, make the payment and download the tax paid challan. Instead of pay now, if you select pay later, you have an option to pay the difference of tax later. But if you file your return without payment of self-assessment taxes, you will be considered as an assessee in default and you will be required to pay interest for delay. If you would like to preview return, you can select this option. I suggest that you pay self-assessment tax before filing your income tax return to avoid interest for delay and also not to be considered as an assessee in default. You can select Pay Now and make the payment. If you would like to preview return, select the appropriate option. Once you have made the payment, under Advance Tax and Self-Assessment Tax Payment section, click on Show Details and click on Add Another. Enter the BSR code. You can get this information from the tax paid challan that you have just downloaded. Enter serial number of challan. Select date of deposit. Enter the amount of tax paid and click on add. Tax that you have paid will now appear under total advance tax and self-assessment tax paid. Click on confirm. Click on proceed. Now if you notice there are no dues. Scroll down and select preview return. Tick the checkbox. Select self. Scroll down and click on proceed to preview. If you would like to download or print the draft ITR1, you may do so by selecting appropriate options. Scroll down and click on proceed to validation. You will get a message that the validation is successful. Click on proceed to verification. Enter your PAN and click on continue. Confirm secure access message. Enter password and click on continue. Click on upload return. Click on OK. Select e-verify now and click on continue. Select the option I would like to verify using OTP on mobile number registered with Aadhaar. Scroll down and click on continue. Tick the checkbox and click on generate Aadhaar OTP. Enter the OTP and click on validate. Click on submit. Now you have successfully filed and verified your return. If you would like to download acknowledgement, click on download receipt and download ITR-V. I hope this step-by-step process would help you easily file your ITR1 either online over the IT portal or using the offline utility. If you enjoyed this episode, you may like and share the video. Subscribe to my channel for more videos on taxation like GST, income tax, etc. Thank you for watching.